Hey guys, Todd here. Today we're going to install the Revolver X4s on this 2021 body style F-150. For this installation, I'll be using a ratchet with a 9/16 socket, plus a pair of scissors. Well, make sure you're subscribed to our channel to stay up to date with all of our latest content. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, we're gonna start by applying the bulkhead seal to the bulkhead. This is your bulkhead seal in your kit. I've already gone ahead and cut it loose. I've also gone ahead and wiped down this surface with rubbing alcohol. Now, this bulkhead seal needs to go as far back on the bulkhead as possible. So what we're going to do is peel away the tape protector. And then we're going to put that bulkhead seal all the way up against the bed cap and touch the bulkhead with it. Once it's adhered, we can pull away a little bit at a time and then draw it out. All right, once we get to the other side, we're going to go ahead and take a pair of scissors and cut it in place. Then we can stick it all the way up against the opposite bed cap. All right, so I'm going to start by installing the passenger side rail. Everything we do here on the passenger side we'll also be doing on the driver's side. So first of all, we're going to locate the passenger side rail. It's going to have an R on a sticker. It stands for right. That's the passenger side. We're going to go ahead and peel that sticker off and discard that. Next, we've got this large aluminum tab with two oval holes cut out. That's going to go towards the bulkhead or the cab side. We've also got a little pad on this that's going to touch the bulkhead when we put it in place. So we're going to take and hang the rail on top of the bed cap, and we're going to slide it all the way up to hit where it hits the bulkhead. Now, this truck has a bed rug, so what I'm going to do is peel that bed rug out of the way as I slide the rail forward. That way the rail is behind the bed rug and it can push all the way up against the bulkhead. Next, we need to go ahead and attach our clamps. All right, now we're going to go ahead and take one of our clamps, loosen that clamp up. That way we can spread it apart. Now you'll notice the grooves on the clamp will mate right into the grooves in the rail. So what we're going to do is raise that up, and once those grooves are married in, we're going to slide it forward, tighten it hand tight first, get everything brought together. Next, we're going to take a 9/16 wrench or ratchet and get it to where it's just starting to bite down. Then we'll make sure it's seated at the top. The way we're going to do that, we haven't totally clamped this down yet, so we're going to hit it from the top and seat the rail. Then we can go ahead and finish tightening the clamp. All right, now we're going to go ahead and do our strap clamp. This one we're going to also loosen up and install it the exact same way. Slide it up in place. First, finger tight. I also like to make sure the strap is coming out the top. And then tighten that down with a 9/16 as well. All right, so the next two clamps we're going to install exactly the same way. One we're going to go right in the middle of the bed, one as close to the tailgate as possible. Now repeat the exact same steps on the opposite side. All right, now we're going to go ahead and take our rolled up cover and we're going to set it on the tailgate end on top of the rails. These tabs need to lay down inside the rails. We're going to go ahead and start letting it roll out. As we do that, we also want to make sure that it's pulled back and start rolling the cover toward the bulkhead. This is actually reverse rolled to protect it in transit. All right, once we get to the header panel, we're going to notice we've got 2 tracks that run all the way side to side. In our kit, we've got some bolts. They're going to slide into those tracks. The head of the bolt slides right in. And once we get them slid in, we want to make sure they line up to the oval holes in the metal tab. I've already done this on the opposite side, so once they're lined up, go ahead and rotate it over and drop those bolts down through the oval hole. Okay, now here's where the 2 bolts are coming down through the oval holes. In your kit, you're going to have hardware, rubber washer, flat washer, and then also a knob. On each one of those bolts, you're going to put that together like so. Do not tighten it all the way down yet. You want to get it kind of close because we still need to align this cover, make sure it's nice and lined up before we tighten it down. Do that to all 4 of the bolts coming down out of the bottom of the cover. All right, now we're going to go ahead and roll the cover down to the tailgate. Make sure that our tabs are dropping in place. Keep an eye on them, make sure they're even side to side where the cover is centered. When we get down to the tailgate, we want to latch it to the tailgate. Again, make sure it's centered side to side. When you pull it up, double check the tabs. Also make sure that the tailgate can close with the cover closed. All right, the cover is nice and aligned. What we're going to do is unlatch the cover and very gently roll it to the bulkhead. Make sure we do not shift anything around, and then we'll lock it down at the front. All right, now that the cover is adjusted, we're going to go ahead and lock it in position. Just tighten the hand screws until they're nice and snug. We don't need to over tighten them, just get them snugged up. Repeat that on the opposite side. All right, now when the cover is rolled up nice and tight, it will never roll up and touch the cab of the truck. But if it's a little bit loose, then it definitely can roll up and contact the cab. So what we're going to do is see where it would be contacting, and we're going to apply some rubber bumpers where it would be hitting. So we've got this spot right here. We're going to do the one below it as well. First thing we want to do is clean off the slats with some alcohol. Gives a good surface to adhere to. Next, we're going to take our 2 rubber bumpers, peel the adhesive 3M off, and attach it to the slat. All right, there we go, we're protected. Well, that's all it takes to get this done. If you want to know more about the product, click the link in the description below. If you found this video to be helpful, give us a thumbs up. As always, if you have any questions, call the experts or visit us online.